We begin with a major coronavirus development.
The EU chief says it's time for the bloc to consider making COVID-19 vaccinations mandatory.
The COVID Omicron variant has arrived in the
The
U.S.
country's now reporting cases of the new Omicron variant. Will vaccine protection work in the fight against it?
Scientists around the world are racing to figure out if the new mutant version is more dangerous than previous ones, or if we're being overly cautious.
A U.S. advisory panel voted to recommend approval of a home treatment for COVID-19 for the first time on Tuesday.
To the US now, and the White House COVID-19 response team spoke publicly for the first time on this new strain.
The variant has been detected in dozens of countries, but Southern Africa has been unfairly targeted, he says.
We're beginning with By the Numbers, where we give you the data that tells the story. This morning's number is 4.2. The Omicron variant is 4.2 times more transmissible in its early stage than Delta.
The lack of certainty right now in the market is a lack of certainty under the effect that central banks have had on distorting asset values.
Since it was first reported in South Africa in November, Omicron has been identified in dozens of countries, dashing hopes that the worst of the pandemic is over.
In terms of cases, the UK is the worst affected country in Europe right now.
Thailand has scrapped its quarantine-free travel scheme for foreign visitors over Omicron concerns.
US experts say vaccinations cannot protect completely against infection, but can reduce hospitalizations and deaths.
The CDC and other health agencies are now furiously working to better understand the Omicron variant as they brace for more cases in the U.S.
Do the vaccinations that we already have provide decent coverage against this new variant?
In the meantime, President Biden urging Americans to remain calm.
Basically, doctor, if you've got some questions about whether or not you should get the booster, should you get it now or should you wait until you have more info?
Under the mandate, companies with an excess of 100 employees must ensure their staff is fully vaccinated by January 4th, 2022.
Concerns on the panel that the drug could cause the virus to mutate, as well as safety concerns about the potential for birth defects.
The UN chief says the bans aren't imposed on all regions where the variant has been detected and are therefore a form of travel apartheid.
Sonali, I'm surprised that it's only been 2 weeks that we've been talking about Omicron because there's been so much news that's coming out and a lot of questions still than answered.
The Omicron variant could lead to 1 million infections across the UK by the end of the month.
And the British Prime Minister's approval ratings plummet to an historic low as the fallout grows over revelations of repeated violations of COVID rules last year.
London's mayor has already said the city is cancelling its New Year's Eve celebrations for yet another year.